The Last of the Mohicans by James Fenimore Cooper is a classic novel set against the backdrop of the French and Indian War in colonial America. This tale intricately weaves together themes of love, honor, betrayal, and the clash of cultures. Here's a detailed analysis covering the most important topics and terms. The novel follows the journey of Hawkeye, a white scout raised by Mohican Indians, and his companions as they escort Cora and Alice Munro, the daughters of a British officer, through the dangerous wilderness to their father's fort. Along the way, they encounter various obstacles including hostile Native American tribes, French soldiers, and the complexities of colonial warfare. The Last of the Mohicans is a thrilling adventure set during the French and Indian War in colonial America. The story follows the journey of Hawkeye, a white scout who was raised by the Mohican tribe, and his companions as they escort two sisters, Cora and Alice Munro, through the dangerous wilderness to their father's fort. As they travel, they face numerous challenges, including attacks from hostile Native American tribes, skirmishes with French soldiers, and the rugged terrain of the frontier. Along the way, they encounter various characters, each with their own motivations and agendas. Hawkeye, also known as Natty Bumppo, is a skilled tracker and marksman, embodying the spirit of the wilderness. His companion Chingachgook, the last of the Mohicans, provides invaluable knowledge and support. The Munro sisters, Cora and Alice, are brave and resourceful, but they also face personal struggles and conflicts as they navigate the dangers of the frontier. Magua, an antagonist driven by revenge, poses a constant threat to their safety. As the journey progresses, the group must confront the harsh realities of war and the complexities of colonial relations. Themes of honor, loyalty, and sacrifice are woven throughout the narrative, as characters grapple with their own beliefs and allegiances. Ultimately, The Last of the Mohicans is a tale of adventure, romance, and resilience, set against the backdrop of a turbulent period in American history. It captures the spirit of the frontier and the enduring struggle for survival in the face of adversity. Hawkeye, Natty Bumppo, the protagonist, known for his skill as a marksman and his deep connection to the wilderness. Chingachgook, Hawkeye's Mohican friend and companion, representing the noble savage archetype. Cora and Alice Munro, the daughters of Colonel Munro, each facing their own struggles and challenges throughout the journey. Magua, an antagonist who seeks revenge against the British for past wrongs, embodying the complexities of Native American-European relations. Natty Bumppo, also known as Hawkeye, is one of the most iconic characters in American literature, portrayed by James Fenimore Cooper in his Leatherstocking Tales series, of which The Last of the Mohicans is a part. Hawkeye is a complex character whose life, struggles, and role are intricately woven into the fabric of the frontier narrative. Background and early life. Hawkeye, whose real name is Natty Bumppo, is introduced as a white man who was raised by Mohican Indians. He spends much of his life on the American frontier, developing a deep connection to the wilderness and adopting the customs and values of the Native American tribes he encounters. Despite his white heritage, Hawkeye identifies more closely with the Mohicans, particularly his close friend Chingachgook and his son Uncas. Struggle and identity. Hawkeye's primary struggle revolves around his identity and sense of belonging. Raised among the Mohicans, he's torn between two worlds, the white European settlers and the Native American tribes. Throughout the novel, Hawkeye navigates the complexities of his dual identity, often finding himself at odds with both cultures. Despite this, he remains steadfast in his loyalty to his Mohican companions and his commitment to the wilderness way of life. Role and skills. Hawkeye plays a central role in the narrative of The Last of the Mohicans. As a skilled marksman, tracker, and woodsman, he serves as a guide and protector to the other characters, particularly the Munro sisters, Cora and Alice. Hawkeye's knowledge of the wilderness and his resourcefulness are invaluable assets as they navigate the dangers of the frontier. He is also a moral compass, often providing guidance and wisdom to those around him. Characteristics. Hawkeye is characterized by his rugged individualism, self-reliance, and strong sense of honor and integrity. He is fiercely independent and unafraid to challenge authority or convention when it conflicts with his principles. Despite his rough exterior, Hawkeye possesses a deep sense of compassion and loyalty to his friends, willing to risk his own safety to protect those he cares about. Contribution to themes. Through Hawkeye, Cooper explores themes of identity, loyalty, and the clash of cultures on the American frontier. Hawkeye's journey reflects the broader struggles of the colonial period, as settlers and indigenous peoples grapple with questions of identity, belonging, and survival in a rapidly changing world. His character serves as a bridge between these two worlds, offering insights into the complexities of colonial relations and the enduring spirit of the frontier. In conclusion, Hawkeye, Natty Bumppo, is a multifaceted character whose life, struggles, and role in The Last of the Mohicans embody the spirit of the American frontier. Through his journey, Cooper crafts a rich and nuanced exploration of identity, loyalty, and the enduring human spirit in the face of adversity. Hawkeye's character remains a timeless symbol of rugged individualism and the untamed wilderness of the American frontier. Cora and Alice Munro play significant roles in The Last of the Mohicans, each facing their own struggles and challenges throughout the novel. Cora Munro. Cora is portrayed as strong-willed, independent, and courageous. She is the eldest daughter of Colonel Munro and is of mixed race, with an African-American mother. Throughout the novel, Cora grapples with issues of identity, belonging, and the prejudices of society. Struggle with identity. Cora's mixed heritage makes her keenly aware of the racial prejudices of the time. She struggles to find acceptance and belonging in a society that often judges her based on her appearance rather than her character or abilities. Courage and resilience. Despite facing discrimination and societal expectations, Cora remains resilient and determined. She demonstrates courage in the face of danger and adversity, refusing to be defined by others' perceptions of her. Protective instincts. Cora's protective instincts are evident in her relationships with her sister Alice and others. She is fiercely devoted to her family and is willing to risk her own safety to ensure their well-being. Alice Munro. Alice is portrayed as gentle, kind-hearted, and somewhat naive. She is the younger daughter of Colonel Munro and is depicted as more sheltered and innocent compared to her sister Cora. Throughout the novel, Alice grapples with issues of love, loyalty, and personal agency. Struggle with love and loyalty. Alice finds herself torn between her feelings for Duncan Hayward, a British officer, and her sense of duty to her family. She wrestles with questions of loyalty and whether to follow her heart or fulfill her obligations. Naivety and vulnerability. Alice's sheltered upbringing leaves her somewhat naive and vulnerable, particularly when faced with the harsh realities of the frontier. She relies on others, such as Hawkeye and Cora, for protection and guidance. Inner strength. Despite her vulnerabilities, Alice possesses inner strength and resilience. She demonstrates courage in moments of crisis and ultimately finds the courage to make difficult decisions for herself and those she cares about. Throughout the novel, Cora and Alice Munro navigate the dangers of the frontier with bravery and grace, each facing their own unique struggles and challenges. Their characters serve as representations of resilience, courage, and the enduring human spirit in the face of adversity. Chingachgook and Uncas are two pivotal characters in James Fenimore Cooper's The Last of the Mohicans, each representing different facets of Native American identity and playing significant roles in the novel's narrative. Chingachgook. Chingachgook is a Mohican chief and a close companion of Hawkeye, Natty Bumppo. He is depicted as the last of his tribe, embodying the noble savage archetype and serving as a symbol of the fading Native American culture in the face of European colonization. Characteristics and role. Chingachgook is portrayed as stoic, wise, and fiercely loyal to his friends and family. His deep connection to the natural world and his cultural heritage shapes his actions throughout the novel. Chingachgook's role is multifaceted. He serves as a mentor and father figure to Hawkeye, a protector to the Munro sisters, and a symbol of the resilience of Native American identity. Contributions to the narrative. Chingachgook's presence adds depth and complexity to the novel's exploration of colonial relations and the clash of cultures on the American frontier. His interactions with other characters, particularly Hawkeye, highlight the bonds of friendship and loyalty that transcend cultural differences. Additionally, Chingachgook's status as the last of the Mohicans underscores the theme of loss and the impact of European expansion on indigenous peoples. Magua, also known as Magua the Panther, is a Huron warrior driven by a desire for revenge against the British, particularly Colonel Munro. He serves as an antagonist in the novel, embodying the darker impulses of vengeance and betrayal. Characteristics and motivations. Magua is portrayed as cunning, ruthless and manipulative. His motivations stem from a deep-seated desire for revenge against Colonel Munro, whom he holds responsible for the death of his family and the destruction of his village. Magua's actions are driven by a singular focus on achieving his goal, regardless of the consequences for others. Contributions to the narrative. Magua's presence creates tension and conflict throughout the novel, as he poses a constant threat to the other characters, particularly the Munro sisters. His cunning and manipulation drive much of the plot, leading to betrayals, ambushes, and confrontations. Magua's character serves as a foil to Chingachgook, highlighting the complexities of Native American identity and the different paths individuals may take in response to colonial oppression. In summary, Chingachgook and Magua are essential characters in The Last of the Mohicans, representing contrasting aspects of Native American identity and contributing to the novel's exploration of themes such as friendship, loyalty, revenge, and the impact of European colonization on indigenous peoples. Their interactions with other characters and their actions drive the plot forward, shaping the narrative and deepening the reader's understanding of the complex historical and cultural dynamics of the colonial period. The main motive of The Last of the Mohicans by James Fenimore Cooper is to explore the clash of cultures and the complexities of colonial America during the French and Indian War. Through his novel, Cooper aims to convey several themes to his readers. Culture clash. One of the central themes of the novel is the clash between different cultures, particularly the Native American and European cultures. Cooper explores how these two worlds intersect and conflict in the frontier setting, highlighting the challenges of communication, understanding, and coexistence. Nature versus civilization. Another important theme is the contrast between the natural world of the American wilderness and the artificial constructs of European civilization. Cooper portrays the wilderness as both a place of beauty and danger, testing the characters' survival skills and moral principles against the backdrop of the untamed landscape. Identity and belonging. The novel delves into questions of identity and belonging, particularly through the character of Hawkeye, Natty Bumppo, who straddles the line between two worlds as a white man raised by Mohicans. His journey reflects the struggle to reconcile conflicting aspects of one's identity and find a sense of belonging in a rapidly changing world. Honor and duty. Cooper explores the concepts of honor and duty as characters grapple with moral dilemmas and the demands of loyalty in the midst of war and conflict. The actions of individuals are often driven by a sense of duty to their comrades, their families, or their respective cultures. Romanticism. The novel embodies elements of romanticism, celebrating the beauty and grandeur of the American landscape while lamenting its encroachment by settlers. Cooper's vivid descriptions of the wilderness evoke a sense of awe and wonder, capturing the imagination of readers and inspiring a deeper appreciation for the natural world. Throughout the story, Cooper achieves his thematic goals through a combination of richly drawn characters, vivid descriptions of the landscape, and gripping plotlines that explore the complexities of colonial America. Through the experiences of his characters and the challenges they face, Cooper invites readers to reflect on timeless themes of identity, culture, and the human condition. The Last of the Mohicans, by James Fenimore Cooper, holds significant importance in English literature for several reasons. Contribution to American literature. Cooper's novel is considered one of the earliest examples of American literature, helping to establish a distinct literary tradition in the United States. It is part of Cooper's Leatherstocking Tales series, which features the character of Natty Bumppo, Hawkeye, and explores themes of frontier life, wilderness, and colonial relations. Exploration of American identity. The Last of the Mohicans reflects the emerging sense of American identity and nationalism during the early 19th century. Through its portrayal of the American wilderness and frontier, the novel celebrates the rugged individualism and pioneering spirit that became synonymous with the American character. Historical context. Set against the backdrop of the French and Indian War, the novel provides insights into the historical realities of colonial America. Cooper incorporates historical events and figures into the narrative, offering a fictionalized account of a pivotal period in American history. Language and literary terms. Cooper's writing style in The Last of the Mohicans is characterized by its descriptive prose, vivid imagery, and romanticized depictions of the American landscape. He employs a rich vocabulary and incorporates literary devices such as symbolism, foreshadowing, and irony to enhance the narrative depth and complexity. Exploration of themes. The novel explores timeless themes such as identity, loyalty, honor, and the clash of cultures. Through its diverse cast of characters and their interactions, Cooper delves into the complexities of human nature and the moral dilemmas faced by individuals in times of war and conflict. Influence on literature. The Last of the Mohicans has had a lasting impact on American literature, inspiring numerous adaptations, interpretations, and references in subsequent works. Its themes and characters continue to resonate with readers, making it a seminal work in the canon of American literature. In summary, The Last of the Mohicans is a literary classic that contributes to English literature through its exploration of American identity, historical context, language, and themes. Cooper's novel remains a timeless masterpiece that continues to captivate readers with its rich storytelling and enduring relevance. James Fenimore Cooper was an influential American writer known for his contributions to literature, particularly in the early 19th century. Here's a detailed overview of his life, literary career, awards, and personal life. Early life and background. James Fenimore. Cooper was born on September 15, 1789, in Burlington, New Jersey, to a prominent Quaker family. He was the 11th of 12 children born to William Cooper and Elizabeth Fenimore Cooper. Cooper's father was a wealthy landowner and judge, which provided him with a privileged upbringing. Education and military service. Cooper attended Yale University, but was expelled for a prank before completing his studies. He later joined the United States Navy and served as a midshipman, which influenced some of his later writings. Literary career. Cooper began his literary career in his 30s, prompted by a challenge from his wife, Susan Augusta Delancey. His first novel, Precaution, was published anonymously in 1820, but was not well received. Cooper's breakthrough came with the publication of The Spy, A Tale of the Neutral Ground, in 1821, a historical novel set during the American Revolution. He achieved further success with his Leatherstocking Tales series, which includes The Last of the Mohicans, 1826, The Deerslayer, 1841, and others featuring the character Natty Bumppo, Hawkeye. Cooper's novels often explored themes of American identity, wilderness, and the clash of cultures, making him one of the first American writers to achieve international recognition. Personal life. Cooper married Susan Augusta Delancey in 1811, and they had 7 children together. He inherited his father's estate, Otsego Hall, in Cooperstown, New York, where he lived for much of his life. Cooper was involved in various business ventures, including agriculture and politics, in addition to his writing career. Later years and legacy. Cooper's later years were marked by financial difficulties and controversies, including legal disputes over his land holdings. Despite these challenges, he continued to write prolifically until his death. Cooper passed away on September 14, 1851, in Cooperstown, New York, at the age of 61. His works have had a lasting impact on American literature, influencing subsequent generations of writers and earning him a place among the most celebrated authors in American literary history. Awards and recognition. While Cooper did not receive formal literary awards during his lifetime, he was widely admired for his contributions to American literature. His novels have been adapted into numerous films, television shows, and stage productions, cementing his legacy as one of America's most enduring literary figures. In summary, James Fenimore Cooper was a pioneering American writer whose novels explored themes of American identity, wilderness, and the clash of cultures. His literary career, marked by both success and controversy, continues to be celebrated for its enduring influence on American literature.